So they throw the pick six. One's in the air. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Down. 91. Watch the slat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray on the run. He'll let this go deep right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 50, plant. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Here's Kevin Huber now. 21-0 our score after 1. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the run, it's Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they...
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I back since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
18 Gator, X3, 218, chopper. Now.
This is Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Open man is Uzama. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this deep. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Check, 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 check. Hatchet, hatchet. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill all them. Rush in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Meanwhile, the 2nd quarter score from Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check 43. 36.
First down, Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And out of bounds there on the kick.
Let's go, baby. Set, cut. Too low, got hit. Shoot, shoot,
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out for it. This is caught by Williams. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, he scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the sack on 1st down, Murray, he'll try and run it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
First down, Arizona.
Murray now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray going deep for Hopkins. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
They're running it. Check the backer, check the backer. Wide. Get edge. Do, screen. Quick edge. Come on.
From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, looking off and throw it over your head.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That's my boy.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it. from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to cloud them a little bit.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll set up to throw. To Mixon on the check down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check safety, check safety.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Back to throw it. Murray being chased out left. Going deep for Hopkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Daniels that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Check 37. Check 30. Cover. 29. Check 29. Spine. Look right. Spine. No. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Switch.
Back to throw. Murray. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Everyone, you got 4 down. You go tight. You got tight. Check 24.
And the blitz does come. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Arizona, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.